Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, we are Brad and Jazz, and every week we like to show you what has been selling for us on eBay.
This is actually going to be our second to last picking video from this location, and if you don't know what we're talking about, our very last video was a huge announcement that we're actually joining forces with some other sellers and moving into a warehouse.
So let's get into today's picking. We've actually sold quite a bit of stuff, and Jazzy got a little bit ahead of herself because she forgot that it was Friday.
I'm so frazzled, I don't know what day it is. We usually go to Savers on Friday. Instead we were having meetings with accountants and real estate agents, and I've already picked Friday's orders.
So we'll show you what we picked on Friday, and then we'll also get into stuff we haven't picked and share with you what's been selling. First up is a pair of Aaron Williams women's jeans, navy size 13, sold for $34.95. We paid $3.50 on those, so nice return. We are taking some lower offers this week to try and clear some stock so we don't have to take as much to the warehouse.
Size 13 is a weird in-between size as well, so sometimes these ones take a bit longer.
Next up is a Puma vintage zip-up. I don't really understand why these don't go for more money because I love finding that vintage Puma. This one sold for $45. We paid $11 originally. It's got the hood. Decent sizing as well, a large. So $45 outdoor. As we said, we are taking some lower offers this week just to get rid of stuff. Next up is a player issue AFL Masters East Demons. Got to thank my boy Jutta, Diver Flipper, for schooling me on all this stuff. I see a lot more of it around now that I'm looking for it. So
now you know.
Sold that for $45. We paid $6.49 at Savers, and it sold the same day we listed it. So maybe we listed it a little bit unders, but I'm very happy to get rid of that when we only paid $6.50. Aaron Williams has just been a solid ticker for us for quite a while now. This Aaron Williams silk pink and shirt sold $59.
And I did pick this one on camera because you can see it in our announcement video that we filmed Friday.
This is an interesting one, Helly Hansen. We picked this up for 10 and sold it for 40. So not too bad. Keep your eye out for certain stuff in Helly Hansen. Not everything's going to sell crazy well, and they do take a little bit longer than some other sort of outdoor brands, but
let it.
Picked up a bunch of train stuff just recently from a guy. Paid $1,000 for everything, so it worked out to about, well, it's actually less than $20 a piece. But we sold these 5 right here for $170, which is quite good, out the door within a week.
And soon everything's going to be out of this room, so I think train room.
Another Aaron Williams item helped paying the bills. Aaron Williams Clara skirt, sold that one for $55. Here's a cool one. This one's got a little bit of a story behind it. This 2003 Rugby World Cup England jersey, newer tags. I saw a guy selling a bunch of these off on eBay for $15 a piece. So I sent him an offer and ended up getting them for $12 or $13 each, and I bought 5 or 10. What? So we ended up selling that for $49.95. So I knew there was a little bit of room in it. I've got international on these as well because I think most of them will probably go overseas. So you can do a little bit of eBay arbitrage and still make some money. Just covering up the buyer name there, but we do have 2 pairs of Aaron Williams, a Gib and a Ramco. Both size 56, and we sold them for $135 as a set. And a little Ford cap going out. This one sold for $32.95. This was one of the ones that we paid 80 cents for originally. It's like a vintage Ford. I don't know why people sort of pick these up, but there's definitely Ford fans out there. So happy to pay sort of 80 cents on something I can make $30 on. And a set of these Daredevil comics sold for $42.95.
That's everything I picked, I promise. Back to regular scheduling.
Got this Nintendo DS Mario limited edition plus a couple games going out for $110. Got this part of a bulk lot, so happy for that one to be going out the door. And apparently it's going to a young kid who's saved for this, so hopefully that's true and it's not some sort of scam. But yeah, the feedback looks alright, so hopefully that's fine. Alright, nice Aaron Williams sale right here, $150 for this black leather suede saddlebag. We got a heap of these a while back and they just tick over, so we're very happy to get that out of it. They always pick up around Mother's Day, which was a couple weeks ago, and Christmas, so very happy to get $150 out of that one. Lego. We don't talk about Lego too much, but we did pick up a big bulk lot not that long ago. We broke it down into 2 kilo lots, and then we tagged them with number 1, number 2, number 3. So we sold this 2 kilo lot for $75. We paid about $20 for the 2 kilos, so we are going to make some decent profit on that. Lego is a hard one because everyone knows about it. There's a lot of guys that try and pick it up and flip it, so yeah, it's hard to get your hands on it, but if you can and you're willing to put some time in it, you can make some money.
I'm gonna make noise now.
We've got a typewriter that sold. This vintage Brother Deluxe typewriter sold for $150. We initially paid $30 on that particular one, not one of the ones we got from the storage unit, but a different one. So very happy with that. We love selling typewriters, mostly because Jazzy collects them, so she gets to hold on to them for a little while.
They smell good.
Okay, creeper. We've got some bread and butter going out the door. Man of Action 3-disc DVD set for $14.95. That'll go untracked, so either $2.20 or $3.30. We only paid like 80 cents for these, so yeah, they sit, but they do tick over. We're probably not going to be listing like cheaper DVDs ongoing when we're in the warehouse, but good to get this out the door. A nice set of Spider-Man comics going out the door for $31. Set of 12 here, 90s to 2000s. So we kind of try and bundle these up in like types and then sell them off. We paid like not much at all on these. We got a huge box, like $50. So very happy with that. Comics have been doing quite well for us.
Oh yeah.
A little book going out the door, The Butterfly Ball and the Grasshopper's Feast from 1975.
Gorgeous.
Sold that for $39.95. Got this in a bulk lot, so we have been buying like bulk books when they're cheap enough. But we are very careful with what we buy in this sort of category. So happy to get that one out the door for $39. We've got some more railway trains here. These ones are carriages. We sold this set of 3 for $75. There was kind of 2 lots that we got from this guy. So there was a main lot and then a cheaper lot. These were part of the cheaper lot that we paid like $300 for a huge box. So these probably actually cost us about $8 or $9 each, I think. So happy to get 75 back on those.
Look at those boxes.
Here's an interesting one. A lot of 6 new look Peyton dress patterns sold for $40. So we got these in a bulk lot with some vintage Vogue ones as well.
Yeah, Vogue's up here.
Yeah, they're very cool. $40. I think we paid like $10 for the lot, so we can't complain with that. Just a cheap N64 game going out the door. This GT64 Championships sold for $19.95, so that will go tracked. We paid about $5 for that one, so we're not making huge money, but we bought this in a bulk lot, so there was stuff in there that we sold for like $500-600 as well. So we will list up this sort of stuff, even if it is just breaking even on that particular item, because it sort of adds to the overall total.
And they need to be played.
All right, we've got a lot of 445 vinyls.
445s.
Yeah, 445s. Sold these for $35. I think we paid about $5 to $10 for the lot, so not huge money return on those. But again, we got them in a bulk lot where there was some really good stuff, and then some mids that we had to lot up, but they're out the door. Here's a little PS2 bundle. They are all SingStars, so SingStars on their own, unless you get very specific ones, aren't worth a lot of money. So if we get them in like bulk lots or bits and pieces, we sort of put them aside and then lot them up. They take a while to sell, but we sold this lot of 9 for $59.99. So we would have paid probably $9 to $10 on the lot, if that. And yeah, out the door for $60. Here's a new one for you guys. Just kidding. It's a belt, $79.95. This one sold for $36 in the black. These are honestly been like one of our best sellers lately, and it's very nice to just have them to restock.
It fell down.
That's probably the one you dropped last week. All right, some more RPG books going out as well. This lot of War Machine No Quarter magazines sold for $54.95. They sat around for quite a while. You guys would remember us picking up a ton of these as part of that RPG lot. But yeah, to sell them for $54.95, even if they did sit around for a while, very happy with that.
Pretty cool.
Check this one out. This Folio Society Autumn Folio Anthology of Jamie.
Ooh.
Kathleen Jamie actually sold for $99.95. It is sealed and it did go overseas, so they're paying postage on top of that.
I have no idea what's inside this book, journal, I don't know.
Little Paul McCartney vinyl record going out the door for $35 plus postage, which is very nice. We'd put plus post on pretty much all our LPs because it just gives us a little bit more room to move on them. And yeah, happy to get rid of that one for $35.
Paul McCartney was on our TV screen at the very second we sold this vinyl. Inception.
Got another railway coach going out the door for $89. This was a Backman. Again, this was part of the $20 lot that we paid per item, so very happy with that one.
Ruining my train room buying them all.
Star Wars: A Complete Visual Collection hardcover book set.
Just over here by the shoes. There is like a system to this chaos, but we are so excited to start from scratch and have everything in its ideal location. Look at that.
Sold for $55 that one, so happy with that sale. Got a little Lotto soccer bag. We got this from the tip shop, so I think we paid like a couple of bucks on this, so very happy to get that one out the door for $50. Obviously, postage on that's going to be a little bit expensive, but we could probably get that down to a medium, I reckon.
Yeah,
maybe
it's
a small.
mushes.
So yeah, 50 on that is pretty good. Shed time, and check out Jazzy's Norbert t-shirt. Thank you, Uncle Wayno, for supplying that to us.
Thanks, Uncle Wayno. I've never felt cooler in my year 2000 Harry Potter merch.
This is kind of deja vu because we literally sold this same shirt last week from the same tub. So this one sold for $60. I think the other one we got $50 on. So that one is going in. We can restock it because we have heaps more of them. It's always nice. We've had a good run on these. We've had sort of 6 or 7 in the last like couple of weeks, so very happy with that.
Mwah.
Another RM Williams. This is a men's Davenport long sleeve 5XB shirt for $74.95. So someone's going to be very happy with that one. Obviously these larger sizes are harder to find, so they do sit a little while, but once you find the right buyer, they generally are happy to pay up for it. Here's a cool little one, these little vintage Sandful shorts. We got these from our guy, who you guys know is now Daniel. We did a little trade actually. So we ended up paying 20 bucks for these, and I traded him a hat which cost me $5. So realistically we're about 25 into these, and we sold this pair here for 80. We got another pair for 20 bucks as well in the blue, which we're still waiting to sell as well. Little pre-owned G-Star going out for 45. We got these originally for $8, so not too bad on the G-Star.
Not too bad.
Just went like full redneck just then. Happy to get them out for 45. Another RM Williams item paying the bills. This one sold for 50 bucks. It is an Al Moolah Pearl Snap shirt, women's, plaid size 14, up in Y.
Al Moolah. I love the style names. They crack me up.
Nice pair of Levi's here, these 513s. We love selling Levi's. The only problem is we don't get to enough places that sell them for cheap enough. Obviously, we sort of source a lot at Savers and do a lot of bulk deals, so we don't get to those sort of cheaper op shops. So we usually see them for about 15 to 20. These ones cost us 8, which is, you know, pretty good for $42.95 return. 505s, 504s, 501s, and 513s tend to be the top 4 styles that we sell. Check this out, SMS Santini new with tags, sold for $48.95 plus international post. So that one's heading overseas. SMS Santini and Castelli are the 2 sort of cycling brands that we keep our eye out for, especially if you can get them new with tags. We originally paid $8 on that one, so not too bad. Have you guys ever had this where you don't sell something for ages and then you sell one and the other one sells? So we sold one of these like last week or the week before, and now another one sold for $19.95. So we paid $2.99 originally for these. They've sat for ages, and then 2 have sold within a couple of weeks. So must be that bump up in search.
eBay.
We wanted to thank you also for all the kind comments on our reveal video. We're really excited to get in there. Over the next couple of weeks, we've got to start moving this stuff into the warehouse, get it all sorted, and hopefully get it all situated. So follow that journey along. It's going to be some great fun. Let us know what your best sale of the weekend was, and we will see you next time on Twazzy Thrifters. Bye for now.